question you me from my head to my toe. I want to be rainbow high. So what happens now? Spirit, bless this reading. Thank you for deeming this space sacred and protected from any outside energies that are not of love and light, any weapons formed against this reading, or anyone watching shall be returned to sender immediately. They shall not prosper in the name of Isis, in the name of Amun-Ra. Protect this space, clear this space, clear me, so that I may clearly receive all the messages for the collective for this weekend and what they can expect. Please clear the energies of these cards and this space. Thank you, Spirit. I call on Archangel Gabriel for this reading. Thank you for entering. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for rocking with me in this reading, giving me the messages for all 12 signs. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What can they expect for this weekend? All right. Two minutes, we'll start. Let me give it a couple more minutes. Come in yourself. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome on in. We are talking about what you can expect for this weekend, and we are starting with Aries. All right. What is popping off? Let's go. Aries, what can they expect for this weekend? Clear, concise messages that we can understand what Aries can expect for this weekend. We have games. All right, so y'all gonna be taking it easy, taking it a little light. You might even be actually playing games with, like, I don't know, having like a kid-like energy. You might be going to a party or going out, you know, receiving an invitation to go somewhere. Aries, let's go further. What can they expect? We have abundance. Okay, so I feel like you're gonna be feeling abundant this weekend. Something may occur to, particularly if you have your own business, like you may, notice an increase in your business, and your clients and your followers, your downloads, whatever it is that you do, you may see an increase in that. And I feel like you're going to be feeling abundant, like you're going to be feeling that way with games and abundance. Let's go further, Aries. What can they expect? We got nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. I don't think I've ever seen this card. So see what I said about you spending time with your family? You know, I feel like you could be staying home with the kids and chilling and, you know, going out, hanging out, going to a park or something. But I feel it feels very light, like nothing dramatic. And then you got where did I get Denver from? Somebody on here from Denver, Colorado or something? Or you going to Denver? I don't know. We got December. That's Capricorn. What is that? Capricorn, Aquarius. Yeah. No. It's Capricorn, Sagittarius energy. So that could be your chart, or you can be dealing with one this weekend. Let's go deeper. Aries, Capricorn, and Sagittarius. Okay. We shall see. Tell me more about Aries and what they can expect this weekend. We got a love proposal. Okay. So some of y'all could be receiving a love proposal. And interesting, you have family, spending time with family, like, I don't know, you could be going to a family gathering and not realizing that you are about to be engaged or something. I don't know. You might meet somebody at a party. Let's go further. Y'all seem to have a very, what's the word? Oh. What's the word? Oh. That's my other one. Okay. Yes. So you can have like y'all having a very eventful weekend. Like not necessarily like chaotic, like a lot of things to do, but I feel like y'all hanging out, you know, taking a break, chilling, but having fun, not necessarily in the house chilling, but I don't know. Let's go further. Aries. I like it. It feels playful. This weekend, what can they expect? Give me one more, please. Thank you. Okay, we have 4 of Pentacles. We have the Devil. See, this is what I was feeling when I heard Capricorn. That is so funny. And there he is. And what's this? 7 of Swords. All right. We're going to get a little serious now. I feel like you're detaching from something you've been holding on to. You have the 4 of Pentacles and the Devil. That's like a lot of attachment to something or someone. But I don't know. I feel freedom from it. I feel like, you know, if I took reversals, it would have came out reversed, particularly the Devil. Of course, the Devil could always just be a Capricorn. So if you have a Capricorn in your life, because I'm reading this 2 ways. I'm reading that for some of you, this is someone that doesn't want to let you go. They're not letting this relationship or connection or friendship or something, they're not letting it go easily. Some of you, I feel like you're releasing from something. You're detaching yourself. Walking away from something or a crowd or leaving it behind. Let's get deeper with the clarifiers, shall we? 4 of Pentacles. Tell me why this is here for Aries. Why is this here? We got the Page of Wands. So I feel like you're hearing from some of you are hearing from someone that doesn't want to let you go. Or you're hearing from something about something that you have been very determined to work. I feel like with the Devil, though, that if you're the one holding on, that this is something that needs to be released. Some of you with the Page of Wands, this is like a new spark in something that you're going to be very dedicated to. Could be a connection with this love proposal. There could be a lot of passion in the connection. And that's what the Devil is. Like, the Devil doesn't necessarily feel bad. It feels like freedom more than attachment. Tell me about the Devil and the 4 of Pentacles. Tell me about the Devil. We got the Lovers and the High Priestess. Okay. Well, the High Priestess is the opposite energy of the Devil, in that the High Priestess more uses their intuition. But I feel like some of you may also find out something. Could be regarding a connection with the Lovers here, obviously. And you had a love proposal. It could also be a Gemini with the Lovers. But I'm getting more using your intuition to make this decision, like going with your gut, you know, going with how you feel versus being all up in your ego where the devil lives. Something you could be coming to an aha moment or some sort of revelation or clarity with something that you've been stuck on. This could be a unhealthy cycle that you've been in with a person. And it's like you're coming to some sort of enlightenment where it's like you're realizing that you are wanting to let this connection go, or you need to, or something like that. Let me go to the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Tell me about Seven of Swords. I feel like some of y'all are rejecting this love proposal. For those of you where this is for somebody you know, I feel like you're rejecting it. This could be something you've been through before with them. The Seven of Swords got the Eight of Pentacles. Let me get one more before I say something. One more. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Oh, you gave me two more, whatever. We got the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Very interesting. Yes, I feel like you're standing up and you're speaking up. I feel like you're taking control of a situation. You're communicating something in confidence. Like, you're very confident, you're very sure, you've made up your mind, and I don't think you want to have anything to do with this thing or person that is trying to start something back. They're trying to reignite something with this Page of Wands. And I think either this situation keeps coming back around for you, or this person keeps coming back around. And this time, you're done. This time you're deciding to leave it behind for good. Like you have the High Priestess, the Queen of Wands and Swords. Like, this is a lot of confidence, a lot of power, authority. Like, you're not, Aries, it just looks like you're standing in your element. Like, you're standing in your fire element. Like, fuck this, I'm not doing this no more. We're not doing this. I don't really care what you got to say. I'm done. Even though this is something you've put a lot of work into. And I don't think you even trust this person. I don't think you trust the person or the situation, or, you don't trust the love proposal, whatever it is. Aries, you are, like, this is not it for you. You're done. All right? That's what I have for you, Aries. If that resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Thank you for liking as you enter in, or if you're if you're listening to this afterwards, thank you for liking, subscribing if you're not a part of my family as yet. Thank you for being here. We are moving on to Taurus. We just completed I don't know what I'm talking about. We just moved on from Aries. We just completed Aries. And we're moving on to Taurus. Okay. If you would like a live personal reading, the information for that is pinned in the chat. All right. And let's move on. Thank you for the likes and the hearts and all of that. Help support my channel. And I highly, highly, highly appreciate it. Plus, I love seeing the little heart to the side of the screen going up and down. So thank you. Okay, Taurus. What can you expect this weekend? Let's see. What can Taurus expect? Well, shit. What did we get? We got Strega. Okay. Well, that's a witch. Y'all doing witchy shit? Hey. But that's not really what that, I mean, that's what Strega means, but I mean, some of y'all could be doing witchy shit. You know? I love it. But Strega is, I feel like it's more standing in your power. Some of y'all could be coming to the acceptance that you resonate with being a witch or a magical being, a healer. Y'all could be, some of y'all could be doing like a pop-up this weekend. Like a, you know, the pop-up shops. Some of y'all could be like selling candles or herbs. Tarot readings. Something like that. Let's go further. Taurus, what can you expect this weekend? Some of y'all may be seeing evidence of something you've been trying to manifest, Taurus. With the Strega card. Give me one, thank you. And we got hope. Okay, so I feel like your hoping is being renewed in something. I feel like something is giving you evidence of something you've been asking for, praying for, hoping for, trying to manifest. You've been putting work into it, and I feel like you're going to see some sort of sign this weekend, some sort of evidence of progress. Taurus, tell me what they can expect this weekend. We have Seahorse, Family Matters, and Finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the future. Okay, so I'm gonna clarify on that Finger. If it doesn't go if the reading doesn't go any further on it, but it looks like you're gonna be surrounded with family in some sort of way, or communicating with family, or your family, like your immediate family. You know, you could be spending time with your family this weekend. Let me go further, because y'all oracle messages are a little bit all over the place. A little bit all over the place, Taurus. I feel like the tarot is going to bring it all together. Let's get one more. Taurus, what can they expect? What do we have? Well, you got Mother. So you got Family Matters, and you got Mother. Hi, Brian. I'm not sure if I'm just seeing that or if I'm late, but hey. Something to do with your I was about to say your parents, so it could be your parents, but you have family and mother. Interesting. And then we have the Divine Feminine with the Witch. Let's go further. Taurus, what can you expect this weekend? What can they expect? Give me three, please, for Taurus. Give me two more. Thank you. Thank you for being so cooperative. We have the Seven of Pentacles. All right, so something about some new seeds. We have the Hermit. Okay, and we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, Taurus. I feel like some of y'all are going to be doing, you may be a little busy. And I feel like that's significant to you because a lot of you may have been in hermit mode. You may have been on isolation. You may have been, you know, just like taking it easy, not really going outside right now. But I feel like something, I don't know, something new is starting for you in some sort of way. It could be a new person. It could be a new idea, a new, like it doesn't have to be, it doesn't feel like a major, you know, it just feels like a new tweak. Something that causes, or this is the result, like a lot of action, a lot of forward movement, a lot of, you know, I don't know, a lot of driving is really what I'm hearing, is a lot of driving. It's weird, but that's what I'm hearing. A lot of drive, like I don't know, maybe it prompts you to go on the road, take a road trip. Maybe you got to go out of town real quick. Let's go further. Seven of Pentacles, tell me more. Why is this here for Taurus? Thank you for liking. And as you enter in. Hello, Shamika. Thank you for being here. Seven of Pentacles, got the Four of Swords. And then one more with that. What are you saying? Make that make sense. The fuck? Okay. Okay, so we got the Tower and the Four of Swords. So something is happening all of a sudden this weekend. The Tower is a major card to get for just the weekend. So it's giving me, you know, like, remember I said, it's like, you know, y'all might be doing a lot, or you might be busy or something. Like something is happening that you're not expecting to happen this weekend. And it causes, you know, you have to react. You're going to have to do something. You may have to help someone. You may have to, you know, go out of town or something like that. I'm going to go, you know, when I get to the Knight of Swords, it'll tell me a little more. These other two wanted to come out, but I'm not taking them. The Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. This is, you know what I do want to know though? Why is the Four of Swords here? That's the part. Why is the Four of Swords here? That's like, okay, so, Hangman. Okay. So I feel like y'all been chilling, like we were saying with the Hermit. Like I feel like y'all have been in the Four of Swords energy. You really haven't had much action happening in your life. Maybe like in the last week or two, let me not say your life, but maybe in the last week or two, you haven't really, like I said, you've been in a hermit mode. Tell me about the Hermit as I'm talking about it. And I feel like the Tower is coming in and it's going to cause you to have to get up. You know, like a lot of movement. We have the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups to clarify the Hermit. So, I don't know, Taurus. Y'all, y'all been kind of deep. Because we got Virgo energy here. Y'all have been kind of deep. Like y'all have been, or you're going to be in deep thought. Or like you're receiving clarity on something. You could be receiving clarity on something that you've been going inside about within. You had a dream about. You could have seen it in meditation and you didn't understand what it meant. You could have had a dream and not understood what it meant. It's something within with the Hermit. And it's like whatever's occurring this weekend is helping you understand that. Like you're understanding it intuitively and intellectually. I did not expect all that for this weekend, Taurus, okay? We got the Knight of Swords. Y'all can just go to like a basketball game or something, but get out. Go to a concert, take it easy. Y'all over here becoming the Hermit and shit. Jesus. Okay, for the Knight of Swords, we got the... Wow. This is the same combination that came out for the Aries in their third card. Came out for Aries. The Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. You know, I have 3 queens out here. This is a lot of confidence through clarity. It's like from understanding, you can, I don't know, you're like taking action with something. You move forward very quickly. This could have to do with your mother. Somebody says it have to do with your mother with the Queen of Wands here. Maybe talking to your mother gives you clarity or something like that. Or maybe you're understanding some sort of family matter. There's something happening that's moving you from stagnicity. And I think it's information. It's something that happens and it's like you start understanding what's going on. You start understanding how to move. You start understanding your dream or whatever your vision was. Some of you, because we did get Strega. So some of you, this could be a vision. You could be learning how to use your seer type abilities, or you could be understanding your seer abilities, because that's not something very easy to understand. It's like, you got to understand what you're seeing, why you're seeing it, what time period is this occurring, is this happened already, is this is this for the future, like I feel like you're getting proof that something, or a dream, or an intuition, a vision, something you had maybe a while ago, is like, you get it. Oh my God, or that was real, or something like that. So I forgot. Let me clarify this finger. Clarify the finger as to what the warning, you have a problem now or in the future. What is that? Clarify the message there, please. Thank you. We got the 9 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. I don't think this is a problem at all. I mean, for some of you, it could be like you could be holding on to something that you need to release, and that may be revealed to you. But this is a long, okay, and we got the 9 of Wands too. So this could be a spiritual awakening journey that you're now understanding or getting clarity on a little bit, because it's not gonna give you clarity like for everything, but it comes in pieces. You're getting clarity. Some of y'all could be a spiritual awakening, a dark night of the soul. Some of y'all, it could be something that you just have not given up on. You have been determined, and it could be the thing that you were hoping or praying for, that you're getting some clarity on it. Some of y'all may need some money management. That's for a few of y'all. That's like a very small message there. Some of y'all can be learning money management with something, when it comes to something. But anyway, Taurus, this is what I have for you. Thank you for liking. If that resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Thank you for subscribing if you're not a part of my family yet. Thank you for the hearts and the celebration emojis. I like it a lot, and it helps support my channel. So thank you. I truly appreciate all of you for being here and liking as you enter in. If you would like to ask a personal question reading, or if you would like to ask a question on live, the information for that is pinned in the chat. All right, we are moving on to Gemini. We have completed Aries and Taurus. We're moving on to Gemini. Gemini. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. How many of y'all just getting off work? Listening live on your way home in the car? If you are, hey. All right, Gemini. We've completed Taurus and Aries. We're moving on to Gemini. What can y'all expect this weekend? What can Gemini expect this weekend? We got the feminine. All right. So some of y'all could be hanging out with a divine feminine of your liking. Mother, wife, girlfriend, boo, grandmother, daughter. This could also be, that could be you tapping into your emotions too as well though, Gemini. So let's go further. Gemini, what can they expect? Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Right, we got 2. We have harmony. Well, that's always nice. And cleansing. All right. So y'all could be deciding to leave something alone. Some of y'all can like literally be on like a juice cleanse, water cleanse. I heard lymphatic drainage. So some of y'all could be doing a lymphatic drainage this weekend. Well, starting one this weekend, I should say, because that should usually be at least 7 to 14 days, from what I understand. But Some of y'all, it's a physical cleanse. And others of you, it's like you're releasing chaos. You are being more adamant about having a harmonious life, or more harmony and more flow into your world. All in all, this is a harmonious weekend. It's like a nice flow. Gemini, I was about to say harmony. Gemini, you got June, which is y'all, and Cancer. But obviously, if you're a June Gemini, there you go. And we have Bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Some of y'all could be having dealings with a Taurus this week also with the Bull there. I just feel like you're in an overall good energy this weekend. I feel like you're feeling very confident in yourself. Yeah. Gemini, let's go further. What can Gemini expect this weekend? One more. One more. Thank you. All right. So some of y'all could be traveling with the Two of Wands, or making plans to travel. We have the Page of Cups. You could be making plans to travel with someone, with your boo, wife, significant other, I should just say, girlfriend. Some of y'all could be thinking about proposing, to a loved one. And then we have the Five of Swords. So that's cleansing in a sense. It is also walking away from conflict, surrendering for a more harmonious choice. So, you know, it could be an argument that you choose to let go, you know, to walk away from, to not get all up in it, to not indulge. That's the word I'm looking for. Let's clarify. Two of Wands. Tell me about the Two of Wands. Some of y'all could be traveling and not know you're traveling. We got the Ace of Swords. Like you could be traveling all of a sudden. Some of you are receiving some sort of confirmation, approval, something that is helping you move forward with your plans. I feel like it's travel plans for a lot of people. I feel like it's travel plans, and I feel like, you know, you've been waiting on, I don't know, a confirmation, or yes, they want to go, or something like that. You're acquiring some information that helps you move forward with your plans when it comes to something. Some of y'all could propose and get a yes, and that, you know, moving forward with your marriage plans, something like that. Page of Cups. I mean, not something like that, but that's an example. Page of Cups. Tell me about that for Gemini. We got the Temperance. I feel like the Temperance is divine timing. Like, I feel like you're ready to do something. Tell me more about the Page of Cups. You're ready to either receive or go in with this Page of Cups. This is the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like either you have had a lot of patience. You've been patient. You've either been patiently waiting for yourself to get up the nerve to do this, or, you know, you could have been waiting for someone else. Or that person has just really been patient and taking their time in planning this emotional conversation with the Page of Cups. They could be offering you a cup of emotion. They could be apologizing for something, or they could just be, you know, it could just be a love proposal, like taking your relationship to a higher level. It's giving me a relationship because it's the Two of Wands and the Page of Cups. Like, I feel like this page, who is either they have been patiently planning and waiting for the right moment, and, you know, they're ready now, and they're offering a long-term relationship, something with a firm foundation. Like Pentacles is, you know, they want to put in the work. And the Knight of Pentacles is like somebody who wants to work on your connection. Tell me about the Five of Swords, though. This is the one that I find interesting. The Moon. Okay, so we have the Moon. The Moon is something unknown. It's also Cancer energy. Tell me more about that with the Five of Swords. You can also be using your intuition. Oh my God, we got the Five of Swords to clarify the Five of Swords. So, I guess this is, you don't see this coming, but you're leaving something behind. You're surrendering the fight in something. Like this Bull card you got, don't back down from opposition and show strength and fortitude. I feel like you're showing strength in ending the argument, ending the conflict. Like you're taking charge of something. But I don't understand the Moon's, like, why is the Moon here though? Why is the Moon here? The Ten of Cups, really? I mean, it could be family, it could be about your family. It could be walking away from an established relationship. It could be walking away from this person who comes in with this love proposal and not choosing to move forward with them. It could be that they're a Cancer or a Pisces or a Scorpio. Some of y'all could be walking away from people who are against you being in this relationship. Like you could be putting your foot down with your family members. Like say they were the ones talking shit about you being with somebody. And it's like you finally like, no, I want to be with this person. Like, you know, this is my life type of shit. You know, and this is what I want for my life. So please leave me the funk alone. Take it as it resonates. I forgot to get one of these for y'all. We got a message for Gemini, what they can expect. We have new money path. Well, that's just wonderful. You know, I guess if this is not a relationship for you, this is about money. But I don't feel that though. And I almost feel like that may be an additional message for beyond this week and beyond this weekend. But I'll be back live on Sunday to do next 7 days. So we will find out. We will find out. So this is what I have for you, Gemini. Take it as it resonates. Thank you for liking and subscribing. If you're not subscribed yet, let me know in the comments if this resonated with you on live or if you're watching the recorded version. Thank you for being here. Thank you. What did I just do? We are moving on to Cancer. Okay. Cancerians. What can y'all expect this weekend? What are y'all thinking? What are y'all thinking? What do y'all got planned? How about that? King of Wands. Y'all gonna be working? Y'all working this weekend? That's what y'all doing? I feel like that should be against the rules. So work on the weekend. Oh my God. Uh-oh. That went backwards. Let's switch up this cards real quick. All right. Okay. Cancer. We are about to get started with y'all. Okay. All right. What can Cancer expect this weekend? What can Cancer expect? I think y'all the first deck I had to cut. Okay. The Queen. I feel like every sign thus far has received a divine feminine card. So, a lot of you are in your divine feminine energy, Cancer. I mean, divine feminine is more water, more emotion, more intuition. That is y'all. We got happiness. Some of y'all could be, spending time with someone that you see as a queen, the queen in your life, whoever that is. Aries got a very similar message. Your mom, your daughters, or daughter, your boo. Cancer. What can they expect? We got Rose. Oh my God, I just see romance is in the air. I just said that. And Parrot. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. Child, it'll be all right. Let them talk. Some of y'all could be buying a parrot or a bird or something this weekend. Okay. Cancer. Romance is in the air. I love it. What can they expect this weekend? New path available. Okay, so some of y'all could be meeting someone new. Nice. You could be meeting someone new who you have an instant connection with. Let's go further. Cancer. What can they expect this weekend? Y'all could be like going out to a party. You could be getting invited somewhere where you meet someone. Y'all got 4. You got the 8 of Wands. You got the King of Swords. The World. Y'all got a lot going on. Oh my God. And the Queen of Swords. Okay, well, I can't ignore the fact that you could be ending a connection. It's interesting that you're Cancer, but the couple is showing up as the King and Queen of Swords. So you could have air in your chart, or the person that you're dealing with has air in their chart if you already know them. There's a cycle being ended, being closed with the World here. That could be a cycle of stagnation. It doesn't necessarily have to be the connection. Obviously, that's the immediate message that some of y'all could be walking away from a connection is here. But I don't know, it's kind of not what the World is giving me. I feel like this is the end of a healthy end of a fool's journey. I mean, this is the end of the tarot right here with the World. Something has successfully completed. You've learned lessons. You've acquired everything that you needed to acquire in something, in a cycle, a job, a relationship. Ending a cycle in a relationship doesn't necessarily mean ending the relationship. So take that as it resonates for you. You can be, relationships have cycles also with each other. The 8 of Wands, the 8 of Wands is giving me something you would like. It's a manifestation. It's a good manifestation coming in very fast. Being that you have the King and Queen of Swords, this could be a conversation. It's going to be communication happening very quickly in this weekend. Putting an end to something. Let's see. I almost want to ask about the World first. I think I do. I am going to ask about it first. I made up my mind that quick. The World. Tell me about it. Is these two? I don't know. We got the Page of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel like I need one more. I know, I see what give me one more. Give me one more. I know the world. Oh my God, they gave me two more. Jesus Christ. What do we get? The Seven of Wands and the Sun. All right. So some of y'all, have been fighting for something. You've been fighting for a new beginning in something. It could be a new job. It could be a new way of going about something. This could literally be financial for you with the Ten of Pentacles. The thing about the Ten of Pentacles is it's everything. It's money, family, love, you know, successful career, the house, the dog, like it's everything. And then you have the Sun also. So whatever this is that's ending, it is ending successfully. It's like it's time for it to come to fruition. It's time for it to evolve into its next phase, which is what I feel like the Page of Wands is. I feel like for some of y'all, speaking up on something closes out this cycle. Okay, let me go back. Eight of Wands, tell me about that. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands. It's a lot of wands. Y'all could be going in to talk to a Queen of Wands, or a Queen of Wands could be coming in to talk to you. You got the Queen in the beginning, so that doesn't surprise me. You now have three queens. The Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. So there's definitely a Divine Feminine involved in your weekend. You know, for some of y'all, the Queen of Wands could be a business, like your boss. Your boss could be coming in to have a conversation with you. Something that you've been wanting, a promotion, you know, something like that. Something you're going to be happy about. I mean, the overall energy of your weekend is happy. King of Swords, tell me about the King of Swords. Yeah, look, Three of Pentacles. This could be about your job. Absolutely. Some of y'all, I mean, you know, like I said, romance is in the air. But you also got new path available. So your cards are pointing more towards money and business, your tarot. But I can also see how there's, you know, a connection in here as well, especially you have the King and the Queen of Swords. So some of y'all could be like getting some sort of training at your job, or you could be leading the training. Like you could be doing it. You could be leading a class. You could be, you know, speaking up or being the team leader. You're in charge, something like that. Some of you are, this is about a connection, and you're speaking up about working things out. Like, I don't know. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. I need to put all this together first. We got the Four of Wands. So I'm saying, like, for some of y'all, this definitely has to do with a connection. Like, this is something about, I don't know, like I feel like you could be coming to the conclusion where you want to put your work into a connection. You know what I mean? And then you could want to end, you know, being a situationship or something like that, or somebody could be coming to you with that type of energy. The Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords and the Four of Wands, it's like it's something very happy. You're celebrating, obviously, but it's like you are communicating something. Like some of y'all could like be communicating, wanting to be in a relationship. I keep getting that message with all these extra cards y'all have, all these love card oracle messages y'all have. I want one more give me one more for the Eight of Wands. Cancer, y'all always take me there. We got the Moon. So that's y'all. So I feel like they're telling me that y'all are the ones doing the talking. Y'all are the ones coming in or going in to say something. Y'all are the ones manifesting a desired outcome in something with the Eight of Wands. And it could be, it feels like communication with all these damn swords. It feels like y'all talking to somebody. Give me one more for the King of Swords. I'm just going to get one more for everything. How about that? Oh my God. We got the Eight of Wands again. So you're manifesting something. I feel like some of you are manifesting clarity and speaking up. It's like you've made up your mind and you're speaking up on that now. I feel like you want to work on something with the Three of Pentacles. Tell me why the Three of Pentacles is here. Oh, y'all always take me there. Cancer. What do we got? Six of Cups. Every time I try to keep it around business, it goes back to a connection. So this could be somebody from your past. It could be somebody that you have been with before. This could be somebody you already know who you haven't communicated how you feel to them. It's interesting though. There are like no emotional cards here. It's more like talking, like finally saying exactly what you've been wanting to say to somebody. I feel like some of y'all finally grow some balls. Okay, if I can say that on YouTube, I don't know. Some of y'all finally get the nerve up to go and speak to someone, to express yourself in some sort of way. You, with the Four of Wands and the Queen of Swords, it's like you want to be in a connection with someone. You're ending, like I feel like some of y'all have had walls up like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you're deciding to no longer do that. You're putting your walls down. It's like, fuck this. This is not even what I want. I'm going to just do what I want. It's probably this Saturn energy in Aries. I forgot to say that in the beginning. It's not really in Aries, but it's, how do they say it? Kamazi? Kamazi? However they say that shit. That's why I don't even speak astrology, because I don't know how to, I understand it, but I don't know how to repeat it. But Saturn is Kamazi, whatever, to the sun, which is in Aries. So it's giving, Saturn is like, it exposes what doesn't belong, what's an old program. And it's like Aries combined with Aries energy, that's like, it's gotta go. You know, it shows it aggressively and gets rid of it aggressively. It doesn't really ask you. It kind of says, look, this is what we need to do. Do it now. Thanks. You know, and that's probably the energy you're tapping into to, I don't know, give you this surge of confidence to communicate whatever it is you want to communicate, whether it is romantic for you or business. All right, Cancer. So that's what I have for y'all. Thank you for liking. If it resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Thank you for being here. And subscribing if you're not a part of my family as yet. We're going to move on to Leo. We're going to move on to Leo. Okay. Big Leo. We're going to move on to Leo. All right. I started with Aries. And I am on Leo. Okay. Well, we're starting Leo right now. In like a quick second. I need some water. Okay. Leo, what can y'all expect for this weekend? Leo, what can Leo expect this weekend? Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, subscribing, your presence. What can Leo expect? Peacemaking. Okay. So that to me, wow. And then we have reconciliation on the bottom. I haven't been showing about the bottom card, but I was just about to say, when I heard peacemaking, that some of y'all could be reconciling with someone, like you're making peace with someone. You could be also making peace in your head. Like you could be getting out of being indecisive about something. Excuse me. All right, Leo. Y'all could be dealing with a Pisces this weekend, or a Scorpio. We got balance and determination. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of resolution coming to a conflict. Conflict within, conflict with a person. There's balance. Some of you could have Libra in your chart with the balance here, but it's like there's something that you haven't given up on. It could be a connection. It could be, you know, whatever it is for you, it doesn't even matter. You haven't given up on it. And I feel like this weekend you're determined to come to some resolution, or like it says, peacemaking. Leo, what can they expect this weekend? We have crib, birth or conception of a child or an enterprise. We have basket, recognition, reward for merit. Y'all making babies, Leo? Is that what y'all doing this weekend? Y'all making babies all weekend? Oh my God, oh my God. I ain't hating though, I'm really not. Maybe that's how y'all making peace. I'm just playing, but there's something new starting. The baby, birth or conception of a child, I mean, obviously some of y'all can be having a child, and you would know that. You would know that's what you're doing. But I feel like this is saying there is a newness to your weekend. There's a newness energy. You could be starting something new with a person or a project, or this is annoying me right now. Yeah, I feel like there's something new starting. The recognition, I feel, may come from a person. Whoever this peacemaking is, you're doing peacemaking with, I feel like, you know, they may recognize you in some sort of way, give you your flowers, you know, in y'all personal connection. Let's go further. What can Leo expect this weekend? We have, old love returns. So, as it says, I think that's kind of self-explanatory. It also, it goes with the energy that I've been feeling of peacemaking, because obviously you should not be having to make peace with somebody you just met, Lord. So Leo, that's your oracle messages. Let's go to your tarot. What, I feel like I'm missing something. Old love returns. What can Leo expect this weekend? Give me 2 more, please. One more. No, I'm gonna take that. I do believe this is like 3. It is. I'm gonna keep them to the side though. The Moon, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles. But I am not going to clarify those. I do, however, immediately see the progression from the 5 to the 6 of Pentacles. Particularly the 5 of Pentacles and this old love returns message. Like, this is somebody that could have ghosted you. That, you know, they could have made you feel abandoned in some sort of way, or the connection is lacking, you know, like it hasn't been given the reciprocation that it needs from the 6 of Pentacles. It's like you're moving from empty to going back and forth, meaning a healthy exchange of energy. You give, I give, you give. Like, we're both giving, not just one person doing all the giving. This could be, here go to Scorpio energy again. This could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or they could have that in their chart somewhere. Okay. All right. But the cards that we did actually get is the High Priestess, the Queen of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. Okay. I don't like the Seven of Swords. Ever. So let's see what the Seven of Swords is. With the Moon, you got the Moon, the High Priestess, the Seven of Swords. Huh. Well, the Queen of Wands is you standing in your divine feminine power, which is more intuitive, like the High Priestess. I feel like y'all might be the old love that's returning. Some of y'all might be the old love that's returning. And y'all might be a little leery about it with the Seven of Swords. You might have your doubts about how this is going to turn out or something. You might have your doubts about something. Let's go deeper immediately. Leo. Leo. I just said Cancer was the one that always get me. Now y'all getting it. The High Priestess. What is this here for Leo? What's popping? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Help me understand. We got the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Well, apparently I did get it. I mean, some of y'all may be receiving this love proposal. It's like half and half. Some of y'all are going in, some of y'all are receiving it. There is a love proposal, though, that some of y'all may not see coming. Some of y'all don't see coming. Some of y'all have been, like, you've been all up in your head about it. But now you've decided to follow your intuition and go ahead and take this leap of faith, and it feels like for you. If it is, if you are the one going in with this love proposal, you're offering a new beginning. You're offering a new connection. So, as particularly those of you who this is an old person, they are offering a reconciliation, a rekindling of your connection. Or that is what you are offering to someone. And with the Queen of Wands, it's heavily giving me that some of y'all are doing this because you're taking a place of power in your reading. Queen of Wands, tell me about it. Tell me about it. We got the Hermit. We got the High Priestess and the Hermit. This is very interesting. This can be a very deep spiritual connection. Give me more with that. Tell me more. That's also Virgo energy. And then we got the Judgments. That's some major arcanas that popped out for you. Taking charge, taking control, standing in your power, standing up for yourself. Why is the Hermit here? Why is the Hermit here for Leo? That's kind of the Four of Wands. Really? The Four of Wands is supposed to tell you why the Hermit was here? Okay, so some of y'all are deciding to go from being single to wanting a family, or wanting to, like this person you seem to be going in to propose to, or that's proposing to come to you. It's like it could be a immediate family that is formed once y'all decide to come together. But this is a renewal. The Judgment card, I always tell people the Judgment card, when it comes to relationships, for me, is like a reconciliation. It's like a resurrection of something that was dead and gone. And I feel like some of you are deciding to get out of singlehood. I guess you're deciding that, whether you're the person that's going in or whether you're the person that's receiving it. You could be, making a conscious decision to enter into a connection. The Seven of Swords is going to tell it all, though. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Because this, to me, tells me what y'all going to do. Well, shit. We got the Ten of Pentacles. So, and the sun, which is also y'all. So I don't know. I think the Seven of Swords is your self-doubt. I'm going to say self-doubt. Your doubt in this ever happening. Could even be your doubt in you having this level of happiness with someone. Jeez, that's terrible. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. One more. Yeah. Yep. Hanged one. So, yeah. The Seven of Swords is you never believing that this would occur. So obviously, if this is an old connection for you, this is not someone that you're in a bad place with. Y'all just didn't work for one reason or another. They're coming back in, or you're taking a chance, you're taking the leap of faith and you're going in. Either way, I think this is going to have a better outcome than you think. Leo. Whether you're going or they're coming, I think this is going to have a much better outcome than you believe in, and you have hope for, faith in. I feel you. You know. Especially if they've disappointed you multiple times, which is the Seven of Swords also. You know, you could be over it. Over it. All right, Leo, that's what I have for you. Thank you for liking as you enter in. Thank you for liking if it resonates with you. And let me know in the comments how it does, whether you're on the live or you're looking at the recorded version after the live. Let me know. And thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the family. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you are alerted every time I go live. I will be live again on Sunday around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. Because we need to talk about the next 7 days, don't we? I want to say we got the new moon in Libra. I'm sorry, not the new moon. The full moon. Is the full moon in Libra? On the 1st or the 2nd. I was told the 12th was the last live, but that's incorrect. And I knew it was incorrect when I said it, because I felt like the full moon was next week. I feel like the full moon and the new moon have changed. Like, the new moon used to be in the beginning of the month, all up until like last year. Well, I'm gonna say all up until, but last year it was, last few years, the new moon was in the beginning of the month, and the full moon was at the end. And it has switched since, I think, July, August, September, around there last year. I feel like, I want to say we had 2 new moons in 1 month, and that's when it swapped. Something like that. So, let me put some... Okay. We are on Virgo. I started with Aries, and now we are on Virgo. What can Virgo expect this weekend? What can Virgo expect? Let's cut the dip. Fight. All right. I feel like this is something you are fighting for or through. Could be a connection for some of you. Virgo, what can they expect this weekend? That's it. Intuition. All right. So I feel like your intuition is being proven right, which y'all love because y'all know everything already, right? So, so I feel like your intuition is being proven right with something. I don't feel like that's more like using your intuition. Tell me, Virgo, what they can expect this weekend. We have fly, a period of ill health or depression. And we have wealth. Okay. So I don't feel this. I'm gonna ask immediately because I don't even feel that. What is this period of ill health and depression? What's that? Elaborate on this fly. I'm gonna go right on into that. Okay. All right, give me one more. I think I gotta see where that's going. All right, so this is more on the depressed side, and I don't think it's really depression. I think because I got the hang one and the moon to clarify that card of the period of depression. I feel like it's like you may have been more in isolation and more of a meditative state, more keeping to yourself. You could have been just really been in meditation a lot, or just an inner introspection phase. If it was spiritual, I mean, if it was depression, I was about to say it could be spiritual depression, which is a little different. And I really don't have time to get into what it is, but you know, I guess if you look it up some sort of way. But it doesn't feel like regular depression. It doesn't feel like depression to me at all. It feels like it's trying to figure out something and just kind of staying to yourself while you move through this thing or this feeling or something like that. But yeah, and some of y'all can be doing that this weekend. And I feel like your weekend may be money focused as well. Like you might be working through the weekend. Tell me about Virgo. What can they expect? We got legal trouble. Well, shit. I mean, that could be what y'all been worried about. Oh my God. Let me clarify for that. I'm clarifying y'all oracle messages already, Jesus. Legal trouble. Guys, what the fuck? Depression? Legal trouble? What is going on? What's going on? This is over expecting? Nah. You got the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. All right, well, whatever it is, you're gonna be celebrating it. So, you know, if you have legal trouble currently, I don't even see how you could be hearing anything about that this weekend. That could probably be either today or Monday. I mean, you may get a letter in the mail this weekend. I shouldn't say that. It's you've been working hard to fix something. To end something, like to end you know, like if it's a legal battle, you've been wanting to end that, or leaving a job. It doesn't even have to be like a court thing. It can be like you could be celebrating that today was your last day at that job, which is, yeah, I was supposed to say which is Friday, but we are live, right? Yeah, okay. So yeah, you could be celebrating, you know, your last day or something like that. They be using some real dramatic cards to communicate the messages, Lord. I be like, oh my God. Y'all could have said that a little better. Right? Okay. Oh my God. Virgo. What can they expect this weekend? Two more. One more. Okay. I don't know what the hell y'all got going on. We got the Ten of Pentacles, which is great. We have the Three of Swords, which is some sort of disappointment or sadness. And then we have the Knight of Swords, which that Knight always gives me sadness as well a lot. Not every time I pull it, but standing by the Three of Swords, it does. Well, I guess y'all might be in, you know, some sort of depression. Sad, disappointed about something. I don't see, but the Ten of Pentacles is like nothing to be sad about. So I'm not even following where this energy is coming from. And then you got wealth and the Ten of Pentacles. So you know, you could have a family member that has not been doing well, that recently passed, that you could be receiving an inheritance from this weekend. You could be going to a funeral this weekend. A lot of y'all, or you could be finding out about a passing of someone. You can either be finding out about a passing, or you can be finding out about an inheritance that you received from someone that you're already mourning. Like you could already been in mourning, and that's why you're in this depression energy, which is where the wealth will come from, and the legal trouble. Not trouble necessarily, but the inheritance, you know, your money piling up. It's almost like a sad, happy moment. Let's go deeper. I really do not like when they give me these type of messages. It's 10 of Pentacles. What do we got? 5 of Swords. So, there can be family conflict over money, over a life insurance policy, or like a will. You know, it can be a will reading this weekend, something like that. This seems to be very emotionally heavy, but also financially rewarding. Hell of a combination, right? 3 of Swords. Tell me about 3 of Swords with Virgo. Well, damn. Y'all got the 5 of Wands. So, there's some conflict. This is probably not the best emotional weekend for you, Virgo. I'm just going to keep it real. You seem to be sad about something. It could be family conflict. It could just be something that just pisses you off. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's emotionally sad. But there's a lot of conflict and changes with these 5-5s. I could be seeing 5-5 or 10-10 or 3-3-3. You seem to be, you're coming out on top of this conflict. Like you could be receiving an inheritance that other people are not happy about you receiving, or you know, recognition or something like that. You got the house and they wanted it. I don't know. Knight of Swords. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. We got the Lovers and the 8 of Cups. Okay. Much better scenario. Thank God. Some of y'all could be, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say, it's a better scenario than losing somebody in life. Some of y'all could be walking away from a relationship, a family. You can be getting a divorce. Whew. I find that to be much lighter than the other energy I was feeling. But you could be walking away from a connection, a long-term connection, a marriage. You could have already walked away from the marriage, and today you found out about the judge ruled on your alimony, or the judge could have finalized, like your divorce could have been finalized today. I know I went out and celebrated after mine was done. What? I got lit, and I went to the spa and got lit at the spa. And I had a good friend to go with me. So maybe that's what y'all got too. You know, like there's been a lot of conflict that has been causing you, you know, a lot of sadness. It's sad to, especially if it's a divorce that turned nasty. It's sad to watch somebody who claimed to have loved you and spent time with you and did all that, and then now all of a sudden they're acting like an asshole and acting like you're the worst person in the world. So, you know, you could be going through that this weekend, or at least going through the completion of it, because you are celebrating this legal trouble. This could be the weekend leading into next week when you go to your court case. When you go to court and get the ruling, okay? I don't care if you get the ruling on a Tuesday. You go turn the funk up, okay? If this is the divorce for you, please have several glasses for me. Okay, but either way, divorce or not, you could be ending a relationship. I do see inheritance here. So some of you could be grieving the loss of a family member, and you know, you could be receiving, you know, like they could be reading the will or something like that, and you're receiving some sort of inheritance. You have it twice here, along with the 3 of Swords, so I can't ignore that. But this is what I have for you, Virgo. Just take care of yourself. This is, you know, every reading is not going to be good. I can't stand readers that always have great readings, because it's like life don't work like that. But I think you have support, and I also think the financial increase It's going to help you feel a little better. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean like, you know, those of you receiving some sort of inheritance, the person wanted you to have it. So that's got to be beautiful in some sort of way. Let's move on. Virgo, if that resonated with you, thank you for liking, subscribing if you are not a part of my family as yet. And just thank you for being here. Geez, the death card just fell out. Okay. Well, we are moving on. Who are we moving on to? Libra. Yes. I knew Virgo was going to be something when I had to clarify 2 oracle messages immediately. Okay. Oh, that was a little emotionally heavy. That was a little emotionally heavy. All right. Thank you all for being here. If you would like a live personal reading, the information for that is pinned in the chat. Let me make sure I'm not, oh my God, here I go again, missing comments. Primordial, I'm so sorry, I'm just seeing it. Leos, we have a lot of children. Oh my God, Virgo, that was a little much. All right, now every time I do Virgo, I think of Joey. All right. I don't know why my shit does that. Like it should just push the chat up as y'all comment. Anyway, moving on to Libra. Primordial. I was lurking on your channel. I think it was yesterday. You got some good information on your channel. You should keep going. You should keep posting. I'm gonna turn on my notification bell. All right. Whew. Virgo, y'all kind of drained me a little bit there. All right, Libra, what can they expect for this weekend? What can they expect? Well, damn. Reconciliation. Who had that on the bottom? Was that Leo? I'm pretty sure it was Leo. Okay. Well, that speaks for itself. Well, I guess y'all could have Leo in your chart, Libra. Let's go further. Yes. Strength. All right. This is actually starting off to have a very similar message to Leo. Oh my God. And here's Leo. As I was saying that, your inner strength is boundless. Unleash it. Okay, Libra. What can Libra expect for this weekend? Y'all need to stand in y'all power. Oh my God. Pineapples. We got reconciliation. Y'all seen that Kevin Hart stand up when he was talking about pineapples? That was their code word in the bedroom. Pineapples. Y'all got reconciliation twice. We got March. This is, who's March? Aries and Pisces. Okay, so y'all can have that on your chart, or you could be dealing with an Aries or a Pisces who you're reconciling with. That's really giving me the High Priestess and the Emperor is what Aries and Pisces is giving me. the High Priestess, and the Emperor. That's interesting. Okay. Let's go further. Like using your intuition and standing in your power, which is like what the Strength card is. Yes. Was that laugh at my pants? I think it was. I done seen all of them. He's hilarious. I think my favorite was the one he did when he in the beginning, where he was like, "Me and my ex-wife are applicable," and he was trying to say they amicable, and he sold out some arena. He was so proud of. That was my favorite. Anyway, Libra. I feel like there's something I'm gonna say I'm missing, but an additional message here. Maybe because I didn't get this one. So let's see. Libra. What can they expect this weekend? A few days. Well, that's like 2. So Saturday, Sunday, I guess that's in alignment with what's happening this weekend. I feel like that's a confirmation that this is to occur this weekend. I see a message, but I feel like I want to wait for the tarot. Hell, well, no, I don't. So in a few days, I feel like you are gathering up the strength to propose a reconciliation to someone. Let's go further before I say anything else. Libra, what can they expect this weekend? What can they expect? Ooh, there's the Fool. 2 of Swords. And please, thank you for being one more. So we got the Fool. That's Aquarius energy. 2 of Swords. And the Ace of Wands. Well, Libra, it is what I said. Y'all want a new beginning. You got the Fool and the Ace of Wands. I feel like the Ace of Wands might be the result, though. If you tap into this. If you tap into that, that's good, though, Primordial. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stop in the middle of your reading, but her comment caught my attention. That's the best way to do it. What do you think we'd be doing? What do you think the tarot readers are doing right now? We're just channeling. So I feel like the Ace of Wands is the result. I feel like this may turn out better than you think it is. I feel like you spend some time in your head about it, possibly right now. Like right now. You are like, oh my God, I think I want to do this. But do I? But do I not? But do I? But do I not? Something has prompted this indecisiveness all of a sudden. And I think you're thinking about it harder than you thought you would. Or harder than you thought you were going to. I think you're going to go for it. Particularly with the Strength. But let's see. And the Ace of Wands is what I feel is the result. Hey, Yvette. Hello. Fool, we are on Libra. We're on Libra. I started with Aries. The Fool, which is Aquarius energy also. Tell me about the Fool for Libra. Tell me about the Fool. There's a new beginning in your life. I guess I was about to say, where did we get the connection from? But you got reconciliation twice. That's why. Look, the 2 of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. I'm telling you. I be knowing what the hell I be talking about. This is actually easier than Cancer and Leo was, but you have been thinking about, I mean, you're wanting to go in and offer a new beginning to someone or something. Like if this is job related, you want to go in and apply for a promotion or a raise, or, you know, something higher, or you want a different, you want additional responsibilities or something like that. But whatever it is, it's like it's an upgrade. It's not like you offering your services for free. It's an upgrade. if it's a connection for you, you've been planning to do this. I feel like you're planning to do this, because to have the Two of Swords and then have the Two of, what are we talking about? The Two of Wands. You know what I mean? It's like you've been indecisive, but you're also planning. You could, the Two of Swords could be representing you being nervous. You know, Libra, y'all like to make it look like y'all okay on the outside. Justice and balance and all. But on the inside, you be totally broken the funk up. It's okay. I feel like Libras be big teddy bears. Big, big teddy bears. Two of Swords, including my son. But, you know, he's like the best Libra there is ever. Two of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. I mean, some of y'all been debating whether you want to share your money, so to speak. Like, do I want to be in a relationship? Do I want to share my shit? Or do I just want to be independent? Give me one more. Some of y'all could be worrying if you have the financial stability to support a relationship. You know, you can feel like one of those people that want to wait until it's just right. You know, wait until I have enough money. Wait until this is perfect. Wait until that's perfect. Some of you, like I said, if this is job or business related for you, you've just been contemplating whether you want to go in and ask for more. And it's like you're deciding that you are worth it. You know, you want to be compensated for your value, for your worth. And therefore you're, you know, I feel like if this is a job or something for you, you may not necessarily work on the weekend. You may be preparing yourself to do this on the weekend. You might be amping yourself up to go in Monday morning and be like, hey, we got to talk. Some of y'all could work like Sunday or something. I feel like there's a day or two that you're taking to think about this. Let me get one more with the Two of Swords. I feel like there's another scenario. Well, wow. We got the Ten of Cups. Okay, so I feel like, you know, y'all having, like, I feel like this is a financial decision for you, which means in this scenario, I could be talking to a lot of the divine masculine, because y'all the ones that worry about having the money to support a family. Obviously, because we are coming in to get taken care of. So it's like, what the fuck? We ain't got to pay for shit. So I'm just joking. But I feel like if you might be going between being independent or being a family. Like, this is, I feel like I got this message for y'all, man, like a couple weeks ago. Together, this is giving me like the choice that you're going in between. Or worrying if you have the finances to do so. Some of you, you know, if it's financial or business, you are wanting a higher level of income to support your family life the way you desire it to be. So I totally see both scenarios here. Ace of Wands. To me, this is like you get the job. The connection works. You get the results you were looking for. Like the reigniting of the spark, your passion, something. I don't know what that is. What do we got? The Ten of Wands. Y'all can definitely be seeing 10-10. And the Ace of Swords. Look at it. Okay. An ace clarifying an ace. And y'all got the Fool. This is where your new beginning starts. With your divine inner strength. I don't care if it's a reconciliation of a job, a relationship. I don't care. It starts with you standing the funk up and like owning your value, your worth, owning like, you know, this is what I deserve. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm fighting for. Those of you who this is a reconciliation, they could see you like the Nine of Pentacles. Like they could see you as something very someone that is very valuable to them. But the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Swords, like something is less strenuous. It's less straining. I feel like you relieve yourself when you open your mouth. Is what I feel like. I feel like you are bringing your own self this 10 of Wands by speaking up. Like this and this, giving me the same thing. Like this is what's required, and that's where everything comes in. That's where everything falls into place. I feel like y'all been nervous to speak up all this time. And I think you might be tapping into the Saturn, Sun, Aries threesome that's going on in the sky this weekend. Well, today. I don't know if the energy is here for the weekend. But this is what I have for you, Libra. This is nice. This is nice. Y'all gonna stand up. Y'all gonna be like, I ain't no cocky ass bitch now. Ain't no cocky ass. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for being here. Subscribing if you're not a part of my family. Let me know in the comments if it resonated with you, Libra. Okay, so now I can't wait till Sunday to see how all this turns out. You know what I'm talking about? That like, ain't no punk room. All right. We are moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio. We started with Aries, and we are on Scorpio. At this point, we have Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Yes, that's what we have left. Okay. So, let us move on, shall we? Thank you for liking as y'all enter in. Thank you so much. Totally appreciate y'all. All right. Scorp, what can y'all expect this weekend? I think I'm going to keep doing these on Fridays. I like these what you can expect on the weekend, and you come back Sunday and keep it moving from there. It's like all 7-day guidance. You got divinity. What was I going to say? There was another word I was going to say. Divinity. Anyway. I'm not getting anything with that. Let's keep going. Scorpio. What can you expect this weekend? I feel like they're going to bring that back up. Wow. Damn it. I did not want all of that. Creativity. All right. Divinity makes sense now. You got embrace change and acceptance. These kind of slid out. So take those messages as they resonate for whoever they may be for. You're being creative this weekend, but I feel like it's more like creating something that is very authentic to you. That is more you. Some of y'all could be artists, or you used to like to paint as a child. And you can be tapping into that. Some of y'all can be journaling. I know there's a lot of freaking butterflies on here, so something's changing. And then you also have acceptance, which is actually about accepting yourself. So self-acceptance. So I feel like you're tapping into some sort of project that is like, speaks to who you are. It's an expression. It's a self-expression. You could be starting to write a book. Some of you. I feel like there's a Scorpio here that has been thinking about writing a book, and that's your confirmation to start doing so. To go ahead and do that. Let's go further. Scorpio, what can they expect this weekend? Okay. We got fair man, dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Oh my God, really? Girl, write it. Yeah. Well, I shouldn't say girl. I don't know if you're a girl. I just be automatically calling people girl. But Pia, that sounds like a girl. Write the book. And we got Key. Successful outcome to your problems. All right, perfect. We'd love to hear that, right? It says embrace change. Something is changing. These are a lot of freaking butterflies that I'm looking at. And if there's an outcome to your problem, then that's probably what the change is. It just, the outcome could be very different than what you may have been imagining. But it's an outcome either way. I feel like you'll be pleased. It'll be different, but you'll be pleased. It says welcome new opportunities. Y'all got to embrace change, and you have welcome new possibilities and welcome new opportunities. So there is obviously some new energy coming into your life that I feel like it's going to take you by surprise. You may not have been expecting it that way from that person in that way. You know, I don't know. It's something you're not expecting about it. Scorpio. What do we have? We have Mother. Okay, so that came out for, I think, Taurus. I think. So you have, well, you know what? Taurus is your opposite sign, so that kind of makes sense. Or you can have it in your chart. But you could be finding out you're going to be a mother. That can be the change that you need to embrace. You might not be trying to be a mother. Or some of you, your mom or a mother figure in your life is pertinent to your weekend in some sort of way. You could just be having a conversation with them or something that gives you an aha moment. Scorpio, what can you expect this weekend? What can I expect this weekend? I feel like there have been some very deep readings for the weekend. Jesus. I mean, I like it. I like it. The level of awareness that's going on. It's definitely possible for it to occur in the weekend. When it's within. We got the 8 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the 3 of Cups. And the 2 of Swords. I feel like you're going to be very proud of something that you've put hard work into. You could possibly be even celebrating. Like if some of y'all got a promotion today or good news at work, you could be celebrating that. Some of y'all could just be going to hang out with your friends. I feel like some of y'all something may occur when you're partying or celebrating or hanging out. It doesn't necessarily have to be a party, but, oh, wow. Well, this is your reading, girl. Here I go saying girl again. But you could excuse me, I just got a personal message for you having a hard time with your mother. This 2 of Swords, that's like, you know, some sort of argument that y'all may be having, or going back and forth with something. Okay, going back to Scorpio. Something could be occurring when you're hanging out or you're partying or something that sparks some sort of deep conversation or something that makes you think twice about a person or a situation, a job, something. It makes you think twice. It could be about your mother. You know, we have mother here, but we also have fair man. So it could just be your parents in general. This could, you know, it could be, I'm seeing this in several different ways, actually, Scorpio. 8 of Pentacles. I'm tapping into a lot of Scorpios right now. 8 of Pentacles. Why is this here? We got the Sun. Look, I'm telling you, something you put hard work into, you're going to be very happy. Well, you know what? You got a busy weekend here, okay? A fair man is on her mind. I am not mad at you. Y'all are very pleased with the outcome or the results or just something that you've put hard work into. What is the 8 of Pentacles? I'm nosy. What is this? Who is it? It's, you know, it's probably a bunch of shit. Give me one more for the 8 of Pentacles. Let me see if they tell me a little more. Sun, that's also Leo energy. If y'all have Leo in your chart, you got the Page of Pentacles. So you're hearing, you're receiving some sort of news when it comes to your finances. And when I say that, it doesn't, I don't necessarily mean someone is calling you and saying, oh my God, you could like be reading your business report for the month, or you know, looking at your statement. You could get bookings this weekend, or something that is showing you the results or the outcome, or something that you've been putting work into. Some of y'all could have not been feeling well these last, I'm gonna say 2-3 weeks. I don't feel like it's been a long time. But some of y'all may not have been feeling well, or you may have not been feeling motivated, or you may you know, you may feel like you've just been putting in work but getting no results or something like that. There's something about something you put in work into that you're going to be very pleased with. If you haven't been feeling well, you're going to start coming out of this funk, whatever it is, whether it's, you know, it's, emotional, not feeling well, or physical, whatever it is, you're going to start getting out of your funk. And I think you just start feeling better. Some of you are also learning something. You're receiving some good news, obviously, with the Page of Pentacles. So you could be receiving good news as well that also helps you get out of this funk. But you're seeing something. You're seeing results of something. 3 of Cups. And I feel like this is a celebration of it. I don't know what the hell puts you in the 2 of Swords energy. I can't wait to get to that. We got the Strength card. This is more Leo. And the 6 of Wands. Look. This is another good card if you haven't been feeling well. The 6 of Wands, you're coming out of it. And the Strength, actually. Both of these cards are very good if you haven't been feeling well. So, thank you. Thank you. My daughter's a hairdresser. She did it. I can't do this. But, shout out to my baby. You're feeling a lot, like you're coming out of a funk. You're feeling confident. Some of y'all could even be having a glow up, or be feeling like you're starting to glow up, come back to your regular self. There is an issue that you've been going through. You're coming out of it successfully. And some of you, it is a public recognition. So this could even go past this weekend. This energy don't feel like just this weekend. It feels like this is going on into the week. But we will see Sunday at 2 p.m. when I am live again, and we're doing the next 7 days for your week ahead. And we'll see what's popping off. This is beautiful. I feel like this energy is carrying you through the week. You're very relieved, very happy of the results of something. Like very happy, but it's something that you've put work into, or you've been going at it for a minute. You've been putting effort towards it or something. 2 of Swords. Why in the world is this? Okay. Why is this here? I feel like God just told me to shut up. Why is, thank you. The 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. So being indecisive when it comes to your money, or how to increase your money, that doesn't fit. Tell me more. Tell me more about the 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords might be like how you're already feeling. And the 8 of Swords, breakthrough. Okay, yes, that makes sense. The 2 of Swords is how you're already feeling. You've been trying to figure out how to increase your money, or how to get your business flowing, or how to, you know, this seems to be very money driven for a lot of you. Or you've been trying to, I mean, some of y'all, this is also a card of not feeling well with the 5 of Pentacles. Some of y'all kind of got into an accident that kept you out of work for a while. You've been on workers' comp or something. You haven't been making enough money, the amount of money that you're used to. And this 2 of Swords you've already been in. You've already been trying to figure out what to do, how to get yourself out of this. You could have lost your job when you either got sick or had an accident or something. The Ace of Swords, like, even if you're not feeling well, this is interesting. A lot of y'all must not be feeling physically well or emotionally or something like that, because there's, like, you're coming out of that. With the Ace of Swords, you're coming out of that. You could be, I don't know, y'all, some of y'all could be talking to your doctor this weekend or getting your results, your physical results, your lab results, excuse me. And they're what you want to hear. Others of you, this is straight up money, and you've been trying to figure out how to increase your funds. You've been trying to, like, you've had more going out than coming in. Some of y'all could have been paying medical expenses, and you have, like, more coming out and going in, and, like, you're learning something. There's some sort of, this is a breakthrough. This is a breakthrough. This is truth. This is like the information that you've been waiting for coming to you with the Ace of Swords and giving you a new perspective, like a new way to look at something, a new idea, a new path. So this Two of Swords is no more. This Two of Swords turns into one, because you have a path to take now. You have a direction to go on that you're more pleased with. Oh, wow, and I just flipped over the Nine of Pentacles. So that's where you're going to. That's where this is leading you to, because you have the Eight of Pentacles here, and the Nine of Pentacles just flipped over on the deck. So you're leading to, oh my God, and here's the Nine of Pentacles right freaking here on this deck, on the bottom of the deck, as I'm talking about it. It's leading you to financial independence, financial abundance, whatever this new idea is, whatever this thing is. It's relief. Maybe you can go back to work now. Like, your money's going to start flowing in a more desirable direction, Scorpio. So obviously all the resorts are not happening this weekend. I believe the Ace of Swords is what is happening this week. I feel like you're receiving some sort of information. And this is definitely traveling through your week with you. This is absolutely not just a weekend energy. All right, Scorpio. I love that. I feel like of all of them, that may have been the best one thus far, in my opinion. She said, amen. I say, yes. I mean, hell, if I had Scorpio, I'd be saying the same thing. That was a good one. That was a good one. So thank you for liking and subscribing if you're not a part of my family as yet. Thank you for commenting. All right. And if you would like a live personal question, the information for that is pinned in the chat. It's pinned in the chat. It's pinned in the chat. Thank you, Pia, and you are very welcome. It is totally my honor and privilege to be here, sharing these messages with everyone who is led to listen. Okay. All right. All right, Scorpio. Let's move on to Sagittarius. All right. Let me shuffle this one time. Give it to me one time. Two times. All right. What can Sagittarius expect this weekend? What can Sagittarius expect this weekend? What do we got? What do we got? We have Feckin' Diddy. Well, I'm telling you, this is definitely a divine feminine weekend. Feckin' Diddy, it's like manifesting. To put it in easier, it's very similar to witch energy, Strega. That's like manifesting something you've been putting work into or praying for. Creating with your own hands. Is this an apple? Well, I have never noticed this apple. I want to know what the significance of that is. And it's a ripe, totally ripe apple. It's almost like the ripe apple doesn't fit. It doesn't fit in the season that it is, which is giving me like something maturing for you earlier than expected. Something manifesting for you quicker than you thought. You know, something like, you know, mine's probably not going to hear from till like fall, but it's coming around spring. I mean, yes, around now. Let's go further. AP Villanova. Hello. If for any personal questions, the information for that is in the chat, is pinned in the chat. Sagittarius, what can they expect this weekend? We have trust. Trust your intuition. I'm telling you, I feel like something you've been trying to manifest is showing itself. It's showing itself. And this full moon behind the hair in this picture is catching my attention as well, which I believe is on the 1st or the 2nd, depending on where you are, which is Tuesday or Wednesday of next, or Wednesday or Thursday of next week. Something it's like you have felt something intuitively. You haven't necessarily seen any physical signs, but your intuition is telling you something. And really, and I feel like you're getting the proof that you're not crazy, so to speak. Sagittarius, what can they expect? We have Barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Owl, good advice from a wise person. Well, that's obviously me. So, no, I'm just joking. I feel like the Barrel is how y'all been feeling. You may feel like something isn't moving the way you want it to, or it's not producing the way you want it to. This is the thing that I feel like you're getting some proof of. Like, you're not crazy. This is exactly what your intuition said. You know, type of thing. Let's go further. Sagittarius. What can they expect for this weekend? Give me a better, thank you. Thank you. You have 1 month. You got 1 month. I feel like something might be building, starting now, coming to fruition in a month. I don't know. Oh, I feel like there's something with that. I need to clarify for that. What is this 1 month? What are you saying with that? I feel like there's something with that. It's something. It's something. I feel it. Y'all have been worried for the last month about this. Some of y'all been worried. Some of y'all been worried about a relationship. I don't know. Or a Taurus. The 9 of Swords and the Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like you're evolving out of anxiety or depression or worry that you've been in this last month. Possibly in the month of March, this month. Which, the energy we had in the month of March, that makes a lot of sense. Sagittarius, some of y'all have significant changes occurring for you in the next month. In April. There are significant changes happening for you. You are evolving. Some of you are stepping into a relationship or stepping into a higher level to your relationship. Even marriage. Or you could be meeting You can be meeting somebody that leads to marriage in the next month. A lot of you this month has something to do with what you've been worried about. Whatever it is you've been feeling was lacking in your life. It could have been happening in this last month, but I feel like this following month there's like sudden changes. Like you're not even going to be able to remember what you was actually worried about in the first place. Oh my God, and then you have the Ten of Swords on the freaking bottom. As I'm looking at the Nine of Swords, talking about the ending of it, here's the ending of it. This is like something difficult closing out for you. You're evolving out of something. Sagittarius, what can they expect this weekend? I feel like you're going to see some sort of sign about this weekend. Oh my God, y'all got 5 cards. Okay. Shit. We got, what's this? The 8 of Swords. All right, so y'all got the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Swords. Sheesh. We got the 4 of Pentacles. I'm very reluctant to take these 3 cards. Fuck. I'm not doing that. Give yourself that again. This is too many. The 8 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. Some of you, your money is increasing with the 4 of Swords. Others of you, you could be holding on to something or releasing something you've been holding on to. Y'all are like in analysis paralysis with something. You are thinking, trying to figure out something almost to the point of anxiety. Like, or you just haven't been able to move the way you want to move because you can't figure out something. Let's give me one more, actually, with what they can expect this weekend. One more for Sagittarius. They gave me 2 cards again, and they gave me the 9 of Swords again. What in the hell have y'all been overthinking or worried about? 8 and 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords came out twice, and then I got the Knight of Pentacles. All right. I'm gonna do this out of order. What's the 4 of Pentacles? I want to know what that is first. What is the 4 of Pentacles? I'm not telling me where all this is coming from. Oh my God, and the Hierophant came out again. Well, your money's increasing, like I said. That's evolving. You could be learning something, how to increase your money, how to make something work. Tell me more. This could be this good advice from a wise person. This is a wise person right here. This is the Hierophant. This is somebody wise in the thing that you want to do or you need help with. This could be a Taurus. Doesn't have to be. You can have Taurus in your chart. You could, well, no, I'm not getting that. But the Hierophant, you got twice. So I'm feeling like somebody's going to give you some advice that is going to help you get out of this 8 and 9 of Swords. They may not necessarily realize they're giving you advice. Like they may not even know what they're, that they just may say something that resonates with you based on what you've been trying to figure out in your life. Give me one more with the 4 of Pentacles. I knew the 4 of Pentacles was going to be solid. Felt like if I started with that, I would understand everything else. I got the 3 of Cups. So this could be friends. Like it doesn't have to be one wise person. It could be the 3 wise men now. But it could be 3 people. It could be friends or family. It could be a group of people. Not sure why that's showing up. I feel like the advice may be helping you see what you need to release or what you need to tweak or balance. Maybe not be so stubborn on. Maybe you've been stubborn on something. Or you've just been so blocked that you haven't been able to see clearly. 8 of Swords. Tell me about the 8 of Swords, why that's here. You got the Sun. Okay. So thankfully, whatever this overthinking energy you've been in, you're getting out of that. The sun is clarity. It's shining a light on all the dark spots that you've been trying to, you know, you've been driving your brain insane. Nine of Swords. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. Something you're seeing something clearly, and it's bringing in relief. Shit. We got the Three of Swords. So, well, give me one more with that. Give me one more with that. Thank God. And we got the Chariot. Okay. Because we're not doing all this negativity, okay? We ain't doing all that. Even if it's something you're going through, I need some positive advice on how to maneuver through it, okay? We're not just going to say, okay, you're going to be sad. And then what? And then what? You know? So we have the Chariot. As Cancer energy, there's some sort of breakthrough. Some sort of forward movement with something. Something you were worried about is, you know, did you get... Oh, you didn't. Something you were worried about is you're making your way through it. Like you're coming out of it. There's some sort of breakthrough. Something happens that it seems to get you out of your head with something you've been trying to figure out. And because you started off with trust your intuition, I feel like that's why they're not giving me details, because this is something that you intuitively know is coming. And I feel like you need to, you're being taught a small lesson of trusting yourself, trusting your intuition. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles, please. Hell, you could be the wise person. Four of Swords. So that's like, I feel like that's you getting, I don't want to say a new direction, but an additional resource or a critique, a tweak, something that helps you move forward with this thing you want to work on. It seems to be something financial, something you're building or you want to build financially. It doesn't have to be financially for you, but take it as it resonates. But this is a lot of healing. I'm also feeling that some of y'all haven't been feeling good physically. With the Nine of Swords coming out twice. And then getting the Hierophant, the good advice from a wise person. Could be your medical team, you know, if you're not feeling well. Or you could just start feeling better. I feel like you hear some news that brings relief. So if it's physical for you, take it as it resonates. The cards, healing is here. Physical healing is here a few times. And celebrating because of it. Being worried because of your physical ailment. And then the Chariot, bringing in the energy that helps you to move forward, the breakthrough, the relief. Some of you can be moving, and that's what you've been worried about. How you're going to do that. Some of you can be finding out how. You could be getting the answer to that. Some of you could be moving and leaving your home behind, or the city or place that you called home. Some of y'all could be getting a car or finding out about it, getting approved for a car or something. Whatever it is that you've been anxious about. But the physical ailments or depression, that is here also. Did I get one of these? I did, because I clarified it. Okay. This is what I have for you, Sag. I feel like y'all were all over the place too, but it may mean more to you than me. Anyway, if that resonated with you, thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting. Let me know how okay, we're gonna move on to Capricorn. Moving on to Capricorn, I am doctor's appointment could help with that. Oh. Okay, well, there you go. Event you agree to? Oh, okay. Well, there you go. You're a wise person. Could be the doctor. I mean, that could be the Hierophant also. Could be a doctor. Or like a healer, shaman, something like that. Okay. We are moving on to Cap. Moving on to Cap. Whew. Capricorn, what can you expect this weekend? What can Capricorn expect this weekend? Thank you for liking as you enter, subscribing if you're not a part of my family as yet. Turn them notification bells on. Oh my God, this came out for somebody else. We have Fecundity. This is all feminine energy, all signs. What does that mean? Into the divine feminine. You're creating your fecundity. That is, didn't that just come out for Sagittarius? I feel like it did. I don't feel like I'm getting anything from Let's take a nap. I've been needing a nap all week. Tired of sleeping. I've just been tired for no reason. I mean, I know, not no reason. All the energetical stuff going on in the last 2 weeks has been making us really tired. Our frequency of the planet is raising. The Schumann resonance levels are like out of whack in a good high frequency way. But Gray it doesn't even better. It does not even better. All right, Cap. Here's a message for Cap. Okay. This has been a popular card today. We got Strength. And we got Miracles. So, Fecundity is like, it's very similar to the Magician. So I feel like you're seeing results for something, for your hard work. This could basically be the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like there's some sort of results for your hard work. I feel like this energy is also following you throughout the week. I don't feel like this is just a weekend energy. Like some of the signs had just weekend energy. Some of the signs I feel like it's going beyond that. But I feel like your determination is paying off. Like you didn't give up on something. And now you, ooh, I'm so glad I got to do the babysitter thing no more. I feel like now you're seeing results. Capricorn, what can they expect this weekend? We got Kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead. And Lily, spiritual love. All right, Capricorn. Y'all about to give me a hard time. Unsettled times, need to plan ahead. I feel like the unsettled times might be current. Like you already might be in the middle of unsettled times. And there are events getting ready to occur for you that can only be described as miracles. You've love from the universe. And I feel like it's like reconfirming your faith in something. Let's let's go further. Capricorn. What, yeah. What do we get? 6 months. We got 6 months. So I feel like these changes are occurring for you and taking you through the rest of the year. I feel like the things occurring for you are affecting the rest of your year. Like they're changing. You also got spiritual awakening on the bottom, which I feel like a lot of you may be on a spiritual awakening journey. I don't know why, but I do feel that way. So that's why I showed that bottom card. But what is the unsettled times? What is the unsettled times? What's this kangaroo? Tell me about unsettled times for Capricorn. What does that mean? We got the 8 of Swords. So you've been in your head trying to figure something out. Or you just haven't been able to move. Tell me more. Give me one more. You haven't been able to... We got the Ace of Swords. So you haven't been able to make a move or make a decision or a choice or something. There's a breakthrough coming in the form of information. I feel like I got this for Sagittarius as well. It's getting you out of this analysis paralysis. It's showing you a different way. It's lighting up the room where there was confusion or the unknown. Tell me about Capricorn. What can they expect this weekend? Aw, that's cute. She said if he was seeing, he'll be by himself. You know, I had 4, so by the time, I don't know, like, by the time I started going out the house, one kid was always old enough to watch everybody else. My eldest Leo baby, and my next eldest Taurus. 2 more, I'll just say, and 1 more. Thank you. This 4 of Pentacles has been a very popular card, popular energy. 4 of Pentacles. We got the King of Wands. And we have the Knight of Wands. So, I mean, I see you taking control. I see you standing in your power. Some of y'all could be going out and being flirtatious. Like, you know, hanging out this weekend, flirting with people, getting to know people, fast talker type. This 4 of Pentacles is throwing me off again. I have never been so clouded about the 4 of freaking Pentacles. Why is the 4 of Pentacles here? I can't tell. Tell me why the 4 of Pentacles is here. The 6 of Swords. All right, well, whatever it is, you're moving on to calmer waters. It's getting better. There's something, I feel like it's something that, I don't feel like you've been holding on to it. I feel like it, you know, it just keeps going. Like it's been here for a while. It won't go nowhere. As much as you try to move on from this thing, it just keeps coming back. That's what I'm getting from the 4 of Pentacles. And it's like you're now going to be able to move on from it. Something is occurring that's helping you move on from it. Give me one more about the 4 of Pentacles. Here's your only one. You want one more? And then you're done? I said I wanted 2 too. I gave birth to 3 and I have a bonus baby from my previous marriage. So I ended up raising 4 kids. 4 whole human beings. Y'all got the 7 of Cups, the Hangman, and the 6 of Swords. So for some of y'all, this could be an idea that you've been holding on to. Like, yeah, I feel like you've been wanting to manifest something. Didn't I say that? Yeah, with the feckin' Diddy card. You've been wanting to manifest something. You've been trying to bring something into fruition. But there's something about it you couldn't figure out how to do or what to do, or I don't know, you've been having patience. The Hangman, it's like you're getting a different perspective that's helping you move on from being stuck. You've been stuck. You've been stuck in something, stuck trying to figure out something, just not having the information that you need. For some one reason or another, you've been stuck. We got that with the Eight of Swords. And then we have this Ace of Swords that is enlightening you in some sort of way. It's bringing you out of the clouds. There's some information coming. King of Wands, tell me about the King of Wands. Information coming to you. I could be talking to a lot of business owners or entrepreneurs with the King of Wands here. Yes, I don't like step kids. I don't like that label. That's my bonus, baby. Oh my God, the King of Wands got the King of Wands. I love when they clarify themselves like that. Some of you may not feel so confident now. That's probably why you got strength, and now you have the King of Wands twice. This information is like waking you back up within. You're ready again. You're ready, you're in control, you're in power, you're in authority. You know which way to go, and you're going that way. Some of y'all, I feel like you even feel attractive. Like you maybe, changing your looks up or doing a glow up or something like that. Can I have one more for the King of Wands, though, if you don't mind? Okay. One more. Oh, my God. You got the King of Cups. Well, you're going to be in your kingship. That's what you're going to do. You're going to be in your kingship. But you're also going to be emotionally balanced. You may feel emotional this weekend. You may be a little emotional. That's what I was talking about, the feminine energy that's in the collective. Knight of Wands. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. You might be able to make some moves, too. Oh, my God. You got the Fool. What I just said. You're going to be able to make some moves. You're unstuck. Something is unstucking you. This Ace of Swords is it for you this weekend. Like, this is it. That's the key. That brings on this strength, and I feel like it feels like a miracle to you, or because of you receiving this information, now all these miracles can freely flow, because you know which road to take to meet the miracles where they are, so to speak. Energetically speaking, of course, but also physically. Like, this is also happening physically. All right, Capricorn, that is what I have for you. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for being here. Thank you. We are moving on to Aquarius. I started with Aries, and we're moving on to Aquarius. I keep forgetting to say Sun, Moon, and Rising. Yes, primordial. We are on Aquarius. Okay. Oh, I forgot to apologize to Aries for my last reading. The whole Aries reading was blacked out. And I kind of knew it because my clock had stopped. So, I actually need to make a note to address that on Sunday and give them a little longer of a reading. know. Okay. What can Aquarius expect this weekend? What can Aquarius expect this weekend? Thank you for liking and being here. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the hearts. Everything. Aquarius. This is crazy. We got the feminine. I don't think anybody has gotten any masculine energy at all. We all gonna be up in our feelings this weekend, apparently. Everybody, we're gonna be in our feelings. The feminine is also creating, being intuitive, emotionally balanced. What is Venus doing? That might be where all this divine feminine. Venus is, I know where she was a couple days ago, but I'm pretty sure she's not there anymore. Let's go further. Aquarius. What can they expect this weekend? Hey. Prosperity. Yes. This is beyond this weekend energy as well. What do we got? Aquarius. Look, 1 year. What I tell you? Y'all life is about to change in this next year. Oh my God. And we got 1 month on the bottom. So that is so giving me from now to the next year, which is the real year. I love that. From now until next March. That's the actual year. This year is ending very differently than it started for you, Aquarius. What can they expect for this weekend? Although they seem to be giving me a whole birth year reading for y'all or something. We got forced, muddled, unclear thinking. Well, that's clearing out. Y'all are receiving some sort of clarity. We got Lily, spiritual love. One other person got this. Not even Capricorn. To me, that's like love from the universe. It can also be a deep connection with a person. I don't see any evidence of a person here yet, but let's keep going. You're receiving some clarity. I feel like when it comes to your finances, when it comes to the prosperity that you're trying to bring into your life, because as the card says, prosperity, prosperity comes from hard work. Like, this is not just something falling out of the sky. And it could be clarity on something you've been working on. But you're going to have a prosperous year. Let's go further. She said, end the reading. Right now. I'm done. I don't want to hear anymore. Let's wrap this shit up. Aquarius, what can you expect this weekend? What can they expect? Look. How many is that? Yes. Don't worry, ain't nothing emotional. It's the 10 of Swords. So the ending of a difficult situation. This is also clarity, because the 10 of Swords is also, it could also be muddled, unclear thinking. So you're receiving some clarity on something, which I said it felt financial. Because we have the 2 of Swords and the 7 of, we have the 2 and the 7 of Pentacles. So there is this is a balance of your finances. I feel like your seeds that you have planted, there is some progress. There is some financial progress happening for you. I'm going to read this as not for just this weekend, because it wasn't giving me just this weekend from the very beginning. And then we popped out with a year. So, a year and a month. Everything but this weekend. Aquarius is like, no, we need more clarity. We need more clarity. So, 9 of Pentacles. I think something you thought wasn't working is going to show that it is. And it could be, like your own business. It could be something that, or a hobby, or something that you have monetized recently. Or, I'm not going to say recently, but monetized that, you were looking for some sort of increase financially. So what I'm saying is, Your finances are balancing out. It could be from your own business or something else. There's an obvious focus on your money. Some of you could be receiving a gift with this. Tell me about this Ten of Swords. I feel like you're going to start figuring things out. Things are starting to become clearer to you. And, you know, I don't, it's not like all of, which, you got the Ten of Pentacles. It's so funny because I was about to say, it's not like all of your money's coming this weekend and then you get the Ten of Pentacles. Which is like all the money. But I feel like the financial difficulty that you have been experiencing is ending. You're coming out of that, and you're going to start seeing something about that this weekend. It is carrying on. This energy is carrying on well after this weekend. But you could be seeing 10-10. Like you're experiencing some financial difficulties that you are coming out of. And it seems like you're coming out of it like very quickly. Like the Ten of Pentacles is a very huge leap when it financially speaking. That's why it's the card of a windfall, like winning the lottery or getting an inheritance, receiving land, or you know, something like that. I feel like I had this energy with y'all last week. Give me one more with the Ten of Swords. A family could be helping you. They could be, you know, giving you some sort of money in some sort of way. We have the Four of Cups. So that is clarifying that there is a cup being offered to you. A financial cup, a gift, like what I was feeling. Like some of y'all may be given a gift. Some of y'all may not recognize it as a gift. I feel like it's a small amount of you. I feel like a lot of you are just, you're so used to this difficulty. You might, you know, you stuck in survival mode. For obvious reasons. I'm not saying like you shouldn't be. I'm saying you've been surviving some shit. And you just, you know, you're kind of used to preparing for one chaotic thing after another. And I feel like all of a sudden things start turning around. I mean, we are in all of a sudden type energy. And then, no, I'm not going to do it. Yeah, but I feel like the fixed signs, something is focused on the fixed signs that has the fixed signs in like this sudden turnaround type energy. Two of Pentacles. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Look, the King of Pentacles. I'm telling you, y'all finances are balancing out, and it just seems to be all of a sudden. It doesn't seem to be a trickle. I'm not saying you're like rich tomorrow, but I think you're getting some sort of financial support in some sort of way. You know, like a lump sum to help you get back, you know, even or some shit like that. Something like that. It could be coming from a Taurus. You could be getting a raise or a promotion or something like that. You could be getting the job that you've been looking for. Some of y'all could be hearing about a job this weekend, which is so weird. I don't know who hears about a job on a weekend, but that's what I'm hearing. Two of Pentacles. Give me one more. Give me one more with that. Like your finances are balancing out in a very large way. Like it's not even, it didn't even go from like the 2 to say like the 6. You know what I'm saying? It went from the 2 to the King. And then you had the 10. Like you have larger financial cards here. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So I feel like the Knight of Swords is some sort of communication coming to you very quickly. It's like I said, I'm specifically hearing, some of y'all could hear about this weekend, about a job or career or something like that. Maybe y'all heard about it today. But, I mean, you know, I guess people do work on the weekends. Where did I get this? The Nine of Pentacles? That came out with the King. Oh, my God. Great. It doesn't even matter who it came out with. The Nine of Pentacles, that is abundance. If you see what I'm saying, y'all are getting big financial cards. The Nine of Pentacles, this is abundance. This is like harvest time. It's time to now pick the fruits off of the tree, right? And then y'all have the 10, which is like picking the fruits off all the trees. And then y'all have the King, who is like, I got trees there, and I got trees there, and I got trees there, and I have some that I picked right here, and we're good, and you know what I mean? He's handling his businesses. He's also collecting his money. He's making smart financial decisions. You know, like, this is a high level of financial stability moving from the Two of Pentacles. I see why they gave me a year. This is a year. Y'all can look at this as a year reading for you. From March to March, not the fake year of January to January. Seven of Pentacles. Why is this here for Aquarius? We got the Seven of Swords. So see, right now you're in disbelief. You don't see this in front of you right now. Right now, this sounds like, wow, that sounds like a lot of good shit when I ain't seeing none of that. Some of y'all could have been doubting that the road you were even on was the right one because you haven't seen any progress. Seven of Pentacles, give me one more. But I just feel like you're getting ready to be proven wrong, and I love that. We got the Devil. Some of y'all could be Capricorn. Which is interesting because I feel like Capricorn had a good financial reading like this as well. Like a lot of progress, proving themselves, proving that what they've been thinking is what's been happening. I think. It may have been Sagittarius. Anywho, I feel like y'all have been in disbelief. Some of y'all, this is a relationship. Some of y'all, you don't believe that your relationship is going to be, is going to bear fruit like this. Like, somehow this is not about your money, and this is about a relationship. Bearing fruit. That's not the word I'm trying to think of, though. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but I you know, it could be you realizing that your relationship is actually serious. Like, they actually want the same thing you do. They want to be in a committed relationship. That's for a small amount of you, though. Send me one more. Give me one more about the Seven of Pentacles. Some of y'all could just, you know, I just feel like this is like stuck in survival mode type of energy. Just stuck in preparing for one chaos after another. So for something like this, where this seems to be an overwhelming sudden change, you literally led with prosperity. Prosperity and being rich or having a lot of money are two completely different things. Wealth is and prosperity is, you know, prosperous. And then prosperous is not even just money either. Prosperous is love, money, everything, the inner happiness. You also got the Ace of Wands with the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like y'all are gonna be pleasantly surprised. I feel like the universe is about to pull one on you in a good way. And be like, oh, you thought you was about to be in the Ten of Swords this whole time. You thought I was about to keep you there? No, my child. No, my child. We about to start moving on out of that energy. And by the end of the year, you'll be unrecognizable, so to speak. Okay, Aquarius. I like y'all year reading. Because that definitely was not just this weekend. At all. I guess y'all needed that information. Which is crazy because y'all weren't even the sign that was like all up in your head or worrying or anything. And you're an air sign. Anyway, that's what I have for you, Aquarius. That is what I have for you. I love it. That was a beautiful reading. Thank you for liking if it resonated with you. Commenting. Thank you for the hearts. The shares. All of that. Oh yeah, I gotta thank people for that too. Because I've noticed when I get off, I'll see that people shared my live. So I appreciate that. Thank you. don't know why I can't see none of this activity until I get off the live. Maybe I gotta wait till my channel grows bigger or something. I don't know. Get more privileges. Anyway, we are moving on to Pisces. Pisces! It's on you. Pisces. I'm gonna call y'all that. That's what my daughter call y'all. Pisces. One of my best friends is a Pisces. I need to call her. I wonder if she went ahead and started her own channel. Oh, that's right. I forget, you got a couple of signs that you watch. You be me. It's just that in my birth chart, I have air and fire everywhere. So I can literally just watch like 2 signs and get half of my birth chart right there. It's like air and earth. I mean, air and fire. And really like Leo, Aquarius, Gemini. I have like my sun is in Taurus and that is it. I don't. So what is your Vedic? What is that? I need to look it up. I think it's the second time I've seen you say that. All right, Pisces. Let's move on to you. Yeah, what is Vedic? That is triggering the nerd in me. Oh, I'm about to research some shit. Who? I'm you, girl. You done triggered my nerd in me. All right. I'm gonna be on the next live. Now, y'all need to make sure I look at y'all Vedic astrology. All right, Pisces. What can y'all expect? I am definitely looking that up. I'm about to learn something new. I love learning something new. Okay. We have hierarchy. Okay. You are moving on up. Really? Probably Pisces. I would think Pisces. I'm about to go see. I'm about to have me and my daughter. Because my daughter, she's actually better at astrology than I am. She's going to be like, oh my God, there's another one? Pisces, what can you expect? They are telling the truth. All right. I wanted to get one more thing before I said something about the hierarchy card. I feel like there are opportunities presenting themselves to you. It could be in the form of a connection, but it doesn't have to be. Whomever it is, it's real. Because I almost feel like this could be something that is like a great opportunity and you're like in disbelief. I'm thinking some of y'all may think it's a scam. I don't know why. It could be I don't even say MLM, but it could be like a online thing. It's something that's not fake. It's not a scam. It's not like it's actually real and they're telling the truth. That's probably gonna make more sense to you when you hear it. Hear what it is. Pisces, what can they expect this weekend? Embrace change. You have embrace change. Okay. So, there's change coming. I feel like this conversation that you're having it almost like says, if I'm going to explain this into our entire reading. Pisces. What they got coming? We have gong, an exciting event. So you might be going to a party. You might be going outside, or you just may be having a conversation that, you know, what you're hearing is exciting. You have dealings or relationship with a woman. Okay. Some of y'all could be hanging out with your homegirls. You know, it's like everybody's reading has been so heavy that it's actually delightful to just hear something about somebody just going out and hanging out. Y'all go out and play. I feel like this exciting event is tied to this conversation. And whatever the result of the event is, it's like it brings in changes in an area in your life. What can Pisces expect this weekend? One more, please. Ooh. Y'all got the Emperor. I want to say y'all the only one got that card. I got the Emperor. Emperor. Okay. Emperor. Aries energy. We have Judgment. Okay. Wow. And we got the Chariot. You know, just when I said everybody had serious readings, but y'all was a little lighter, here y'all go with all major arcanas. Okay. Some of y'all could be buying a car, or somebody could have bought you a car. That could be y'all announcement. Some of y'all could be moving, and that's a sudden change. You could, you could be moving away from home, or away from where you call home. Some of y'all could be connecting with your father or your parents, being that we have the Divine Feminine and the Emperor. I also noticed that y'all are the only one, I want to say the only sign that did not get a Divine Feminine card first. Everybody else got some sort of Divine Feminine energy. Y'all got doors, evolving, hierarchy, promotions, which is exactly what hierarchy right here is, the Emperor. So you could be receiving recognition for something from family, at a party or at an event. You could be recognized for something. You could be promoted, put in charge, or this is feeling like authority, this Emperor. This could be a divine masculine person, like a significant person to you, like in a romantic sense, or friendship. Divine masculine, though, feeling more like romantic, if it, take it as it resonates. They could want to rekindle something with you. This could be someone you already know. The Chariot and the exciting events are so going together. Isn't it interesting how they both almost have, like, I don't want to say Chinese, that's not it, Asian. They almost have a Asian type of feel to both of them, in a sense. I don't know what's that's given. Some of y'all could be going to an Asian restaurant for dinner or something. Like you could be having some sort of celebration or party there. Dinner party. Boy, am I getting so many different messages with this. This is so funny. Someone could be taking you to dinner. Some of you, someone's taking you to dinner. They're picking you up, taking you to dinner, and that's where you're going to find out something exciting, something that's going to make you not want to believe them. But, I mean, not in a bad way, but, like why your guide started off with they are telling the truth. Tell me about the Emperor. Go deeper, please. But clear. Shit. We got the Five of Wands. So you're standing in your power. You're coming out of some inner conflict when it comes to something. Give me a little more. You could also be beating out the competition with the Five of Wands. Like if you've been applying for something that a lot of other people were applying for, you could be beating out the competition. And if you're going up against somebody, you are beating out the competition because you're coming out as the Emperor. So you're getting the job, you're getting the promotion, you're getting the deal. You're winning the top prize. Tell me more about the Emperor. The Hermit. I wasn't expecting that at all. Virgo energy. I don't know why. What in the hell? I mean, other than y'all could be learning something. You could be evolving out of it. Like you could be choosing not to entertain the competition or not to entertain the conflict. I don't even know. I don't know whether to ask to tell me why the Hermit is here or one more for the Emperor. Give me one more for the Emperor. Because the Virgo threw me the funk off. See, and then we got more conflict. Five of Swords. What is this? And the Tower. All of this makes sense, but the Hermit to me. I mean, all of it go together. Five of Swords, Five of Wands, and the Tower. So the Hermit could represent the Tower, so to speak. You can come to some inner realization all of a sudden that makes you decide to step into the Emperor energy. Decide to not entertain whatever it is going on. Whatever this conflict is. There's obviously some sort of conflict. The Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. This could be a verbal argument. This could be a family argument. This could be an argument with your father. Or with the father of your kids. This could be like a verbal going back and forth. All of a sudden, that may or may not bring some chaos, but I feel like you're standing higher. Like you're standing higher than that. You're not going down to the level of the argument or the conflict. You're staying in the Emperor, which is probably why you didn't get into divine feminine energy, because you're more standing in your divine masculine, in authority and power, and like not letting this touch you. Just give me more on the. I mean, tell me about the Judgment, please. Some of y'all could be seeing 444 or 222 or 777. We got the 10 of Pentacles. I love that this is a famous card today. This could have something to do with family. Your weekend could have a lot to do with family. You could be deciding to take a career or a job that's more in alignment with you, or in alignment with, you know, your authentic self, but non-traditionally. Like you could be a healer or herbalist or a nutritionist or something like that. Or it could be even more spiritual. You could be a tarot reader, you know, psychic, medium, even with the Judgment card here. You could be deciding to change, to make a drastic change in how you make your money. And that could cause an argument with your family. I don't really know why they would care, but, you know, it could cause conflict in the family. Tell me more on the Judgment. Look, we got the 9 of Swords. Some of y'all could be worried about how your family is going to respond to the choices that you're making now, or to something it is you want to do that's like more following your North Star type of thing. Like you're more doing something that's more your soul purpose. And I feel like it's a decision this weekend. I don't feel like there's any action being taken. I feel like it's a decision. Like you're either telling people how you feel or what you want to do. Like you're either communicating what you're planning on doing or something like that. I hope you're doing it unapologetically if that's what you're doing. Like if you have come to the point where you're going to tell other people, I really hope that you're doing that unapologetically and you are ready for, especially if this is family. Because whatever this is probably breaking a cycle that they continue to live in with no problem. So they're not going to like it. So you better be firm and confident before you open your mouth to anybody. Because if you have any doubt, you need to solidify it, solidify it within yourself first, like the Emperor. Solidify it and then do so where nobody can't cause you to double think. Tell me about the Chariot. Tell me about the Chariot. So, the Six of Swords. So some of y'all are definitely moving. Some of y'all could definitely be moving. Or finding out that you're moving. You've been thinking about it. But something is easing out for you. Also, some of y'all could be buying a car. Or you could be traveling. Or you could be like going out of town. Or on a cruise. Or something like that this weekend. Or finding out that you're going to be going on a cruise. Moving overseas. Some of y'all can be going on a cruise or something where you'll see a lot of mountains. I don't know. But others of you, this is like a breakthrough. This is a breakthrough that is helping you move on from something. Like it's you're moving out of the choppy waters. With the Chariot, I mean, the Chariot is not a small breakthrough either. It's something that catches your attention, something that's obvious. And it usually looks like a series of synchronicities. Or just something happening that you couldn't, in your wildest dreams, put together by yourself. Something like that. And the Chariot and the exciting event, they could go together. I think you're going to be in disbelief. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. I feel like I've said that phrase in a few times. Like, I feel you're going to be, this is like, you couldn't have imagined this better, but I think you're going to be more proud of you, like more proud of yourself and how you handled it and how you stood in your power and how you ain't give a damn about what anybody else said. Give me one more for the Emperor. Not the Emperor, the Judgment. Give me one more for the Judgment. Some of y'all signs today have really threw me for a loop. We got the Seven of Pentacles. All right, so wait. Yeah, kind of figured there was one more. And the Four of Cups. So there's a cup being offered to you. You may not recognize it as such, but there's a cup being offered. Something, you know, where you could be starting something new or planting new seeds with something. But I feel like it's helping you move forward something that you've been worried about or you've been anxious about how it was going to turn out or something like that. We got the Nine of Swords. Okay, Pisces. Y'all threw me for a loop too. All right, I expect y'all to be a lot more easier on Sunday, okay? So all the signs that give me a hard time, I'm gonna need y'all to figure that shit out. Figure it out. I'm just playing. So I have completed all 12 zodiac signs. I love this collective energy for you. And I can do a reading for everybody watching. Let me do a collective reading. Let me do a collective energy. So collectively speaking, well, a lot of people seem to have been very all over the place. Let's see if we can get a collective. This will be interesting. Collectively speaking, what can the collective expect this weekend? What can we expect this weekend collectively? And thank you for liking, subscribing. Thank you for being here in general. Okay, collectively, well, okay, this makes sense. We're stepping into understanding. All right. So a lot of people did have clarity and miracles. Yes. Yes. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. That's okay. Let's go further. Well, collectively, what can we expect for this weekend? For this weekend. We got legal trouble. We're obviously going to be clarifying that. And let me get one more since it's collective. We are not stepping into legal trouble collectively. And we have, dang it. It's two of them. We got new home for some. Definitely upside down. New home and reconciliation. Okay? So I will clarify what this legal trouble is talking about. So some are getting a new home. We did get reconciliation for a few signs. Go further. What can the collective expect this weekend? Yeah, I'm with you on that. I know, right? The Queen. Now, this was a collective energy. So, you know, a lot of people are standing in their divine feminine energy. Like they are really tapping into their intuition, emotions. I feel like a lot of people are tapping into like their divine feminine in general. Maybe even more their softer side. Even the divine masculines. Let's go further. What is collective? What can they expect for this weekend? We have family wishes come true. Okay. We do have a lot of family stuff. And we have purse, pay attention to your finances. Okay, so don't be spending too much this weekend. Or just pay attention to how you're spending. Use some financial maturity. Okay, collectively. What can the collective expect this weekend? Yes, a reconciliation with self. You know, that is, although I didn't get that energy, that is very important. People don't even think about that. Wow, we got the Wheel of Fortune. So we got cycles closing. What I just said? 10 of Swords. Cycles closing. And then the Virgo. Why do I keep calling this the Virgo? The Hermit, which is Virgo energy. You're closing cycles. That is very much in alignment with the energy. You have luck on your side. You're entering brand new cycles, closing out difficult ones. A lot of introspection, using your intuition. I feel like a lot of you are starting to use what you've learned, like putting into practice the lessons you learned, which is what wisdom is. Knowledge put into practice is wisdom. And I feel like, you know, you're doing that, especially stepping into this understanding. I feel like that's what the Hermit is representing, like a higher level of understanding. The Wheel of Fortune. Why is this here for the collective? Cycles closing. I love it. Look, Strength and 2 of Pentacles. Okay? So specifically, finances being affected. Balanced. Cycles closing. You stepping out in your divine power. Standing in your inner power. Like the Strength and the Hermit together here. This is a lot of confidence. And balance. Some of you could even be doing yoga this weekend. I will. Join me. But I do yoga every day now. The Wheel of Fortune. The Hangman. All right. So there is clarity. The Wheel of Fortune is bringing in clarity. It's bringing in balance. It's bringing in confidence. I believe the clarity, you know, influences the confidence. The different perspective, things being clear. Understanding, like I keep saying, understanding. 10 of Swords. Why is this here for the collective? 7 of Swords. This has been a popular energy. I don't like it. I really don't like the 7 of Swords. But I just feel like a lot of you are just going to be in disbelief that this difficult thing is finally ending. It's probably been going on for a while for you. You've been on this road for a minute. Some of you could be finding out about people working behind your back. Against you, I mean. Give me one more with the 10. We got the 3 of Swords. Yeah. So, yeah. Some of you could be, you know, ending, a lot of you could be ending painful cycles. That's what that's giving me. You're ending painful cycles, whether that's with a person, family, a situation, a thought process, a belief system, a cycle that you're closing out, and a difficult situation is ending. Something that was not a good time for you. It was not a good time for you. And a lot of you, like I said, are in disbelief that this thing is ending. Some of you are closing out like a whole spiritual awakening cycle. Some of y'all, this could be like a whole season or a whole phase or whole first half of your life or something like that. The Hermit. Tell me more. I feel like this is a long journey ending. And you coming out more authentic and more in alignment with yourself. Like a divine union of self. And you moving forward from that foundation versus the foundation you had before that was built on sand. We have the Knight of Pentacles to clarify the Hermit. So it's like you're slowly getting out of this Hermit phase, but moving with wisdom. Moving with the wisdom that you've acquired throughout this last phase. And you're slowly starting to build now. It's like the building starts now. Now it's time to start building. Anything that is left to close, end, release, that's all, you know, whatever last little debris is left. And now you're transitioning into the phase where you were starting to build in a more genuine space, in a more authentic space. And you're building wiser than you were before. Tell me about the 10 of Swords. I feel like I'm missing something here. Is that something else? Give me one more with that. The 10 of Wands. Well, you're definitely putting down, you know, something burdensome. Something that was very, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Just very burdensome. Like it's, you just, it was not easy for you to carry. And I feel like it was a very long road. You got a 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. Very heavy. Yeah, that's a good word. Thank you, Yeshika. Oh, I like that word. I like that name. I hope I'm saying it right. But yeah, Yeshika, very heavy. But you're being relieved. It was not something you were very happy about. It was a disappointing phase, a bit disappointing person, a disappointing situation, connection, whatever it is, you're ending it. You have the Wheel of Fortune on your side to do so. And you're moving forward, making wiser decisions. I feel like this is a step up that's starting now. You know, with energy, it's kind of hard to tell when the phase actually starts, but I feel like this is like, you know, y'all may have been in between worlds for a while. For this last month, you may have been sitting in between the new beginning and the closing of the old one. And now, as you're stepping out of the closing energy, you're moving into starting to build. So, that's what I have for the collective. Thank you. Thank you. If you would like any personal question to be answered, the information for that is in the chat. It's pinned in the chat. Yes, this is the Queen of Swords. This is why I like it. I seen it on Shein and I was like, oh, Queen of Swords. I gotta have it. All right, so that is the conclusion of all 12 signs and the reading for everybody watching, or for the collective. All right, thank you all for being here. Thank you for liking, subscribing. Thank you for the hearts and celebratory, the confetti thing emoji. Yeah, that. It's okay. Oh, I did Leo already. You have to you'll have to rewind. I wanted to put the timestamps right now, but it's okay. Subscribe, Yashika. Put on your notification bell so every time I'm live, you can be right here with all of us. I'll be live again Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. And we're going to be talking about what's happening in the next 7 days. What can we expect in the next 7 days? So we can give you some guidance on how to move throughout your week. Uh-oh, not Sunday. Oh, Lord, yes. That's funny. I was talking about kids. I was like, oh my God, every live on Sunday, all the church people come in. The crazy church people, though, because all church people ain't like that. But there are some crazy ones. Just like there are crazy magical bitches and shit. They're going to come in with all the scriptures. But, okay. I'm going to jump off. What you say? One card for me, please. I mean, if I did that, I have to do it for everybody. Right? That's why I pin it to the chat. And I make it affordable. So that right here, you can go and just ask your question. All right? You take care too. Love you all. Bye.